I'm back! Welcome back to my channel, The Struggle is Real with the Makeup Nurse. Today is Scented Saturday. I'm so excited. I love Scented Saturdays. And it's also July 2nd, which is National Innocent Day and Hopper Park Day. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna go with my Lavender Thayers, just as always. Almost out, but I save it for Scented Saturdays. And my last day here in California is July 15th, and then I'll probably fly out the 16th to my next assignment and just spend the day that weekend just trying to catch up. But that means I'm not going to see my family for about a month, because this is the last weekend home for me. And then and then I have 2 weeks, so I can't go home again on this assignment, but I gotta go straight to my other assignment. I mean, I could try to make it work, but literally I probably end up like having like just a few hours really with my family with all the travel. So I'm like just going to sit there and Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Kiwi Superfood Cooling Serum. I wish I had one of you here to help me sniff. Let's see if this really does smell like kiwi. I don't know. I feel like my sense of smell kind of went backwards. Okay, now we're going to use this watermelon from Tony Moly's Serum. I do kind of smell that. Guys, I so did not want to film today, and then I'm like, you know what? It's Scented Saturday, so get up, Jamie. Just do it. All right. Oh, the Coffee to Glow Under Eye Treatment. Put up. I don't really smell the coffee on this, but it said it smells like coffee. I've been like really like, if it doesn't specifically say scented, I've been not buying it online. So when I make a purchase on Ulta or Amazon, like it can't just say infused with, it has to say scented with, because and it looks like it's scented or whatever. Nope. It has to specifically say it. I'm not wasting my money. Okay, the Sugar Rush Don't Hate Hydrate Moisturizer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Dunkin' lip scrub. I can't remember. Was this coffee? Yep, it's coffee. It's in the shade Original Blend. Okay, we're going to go in with the soda pop. Even though I couldn't smell this, and a couple other people said, no, I don't think it smells like soda pop. It did. I rechecked the website. It does say it smells like grape soda, and I think I kind of smell it this time. Okay, let's go on with Cola Float. So, I mean, the website says it's scented. But it might be just so light that maybe it's hard to smell. So what are you guys doing for this fun 4th of July weekend? It's nice to have a few days with my family, especially since I know. Okay, let's go on. Cherry on top. That I'm not going to see them until the end of July now. But the nice thing is, this Texas job, if I get it, and everything goes through, it's 4 hours away from my parents, so I can like fly in to Dallas, spend a day with them, and then go back on, or a night or whatever, and then leave Sunday and drive on to the hotel. Or just do that the next weekend. I might just do that the next weekend. I need that extra day to kind of just settle in. Or I can see if they can come see me and help me settle in. My mom's not very good at traveling though. She's got a lot of issues. Okay, let's do cherry cola. So one of my subscribers, her name is Rhonda, and she gave me a great idea on, she was asking me what I do with my mirrors when I'm done with my palettes. I'm like, you know what, I don't know. I haven't had any palettes that gone yet that had mirrors. And I'm like, I said something and she's like, oh, well, you could use the mirrors to start fires if you don't have a match or flint. And I'm like, that is such a great idea, especially since we're like trying to do this homesteading thing. If my husband, you know, soon as he gets better and stuff, I'm like, that is genius. I'm just gonna redefine it with this brush. This has actually got a nice buttery formula to this shade. Actually, they all kind of do. Oh, now I'm just mixing them. Wow, I didn't even realize it because I didn't stick my finger in these other shades. But for being like a $15 palette, or 16 or 20 or whatever, not that expensive, it's actually got a nice formula. And then we have to go in with this Soda Fizz. Let's do Soda Fizz. We're in between. You know me, I gotta have that divider. Yep, divide, Jamie. Okay. Okay, let's do this peach priming spray from I Heart Revolution. Yeah, I kind of do smell that, so that's good. Okay, for primer, we're using the e.l.f. Mint Primer. This is so sticky. And this one smells like mint. This is just like that Milk Hydro Grip primer. So this is a dupe. This one or the jelly, the other watermelon scented one. So if you like that Hydro Grip, get one of these. Alright, of course, I'm going to go in with the Fresh Glow Foundation infused with Juicy Watermelon and Cucumber Fresh, the Do You from Too Faced. I do smell it. Yeah, my husband, he's always like, Jamie, you can't even smell this or that or whatever, but you can smell this. It's like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So, I don't know. Okay, now we're going to use the Peach Perfect from Too Faced, infused with peach and sweet fig cream. And we're going to use this, you guessed it, as the bronzer. And contour. Okay. Blend in that line. Okay, now we're going to use the Flower Beauty Gel Crush. I still can't tell what the scent is. Look at that glow. But you can use this for lip and cheeks. And the Morphe Maddie by Ziegler, or Morphe by Maddie Ziegler. I think it's a vanilla scent if I remember. Yeah. Oh, and I smell it this time. I hope everyone is going to have a great 4th of July and safe. 4th of July when I worked ED, I was in the ED for a little bit, was like one of the busiest nights for me. Okay, now we are going to do powder. So let's do the Physician Formula baby butter powder. Yeah, I was on, oh, it smells good, ED for a little bit, and I had a couple really bad experiences. So my brother-in-law got in a car accident, and there's 3 of them in there, and so the ambulance brought in the one kid. I didn't know it was his friend, and we ended up shipping him out, and he didn't make it. The other kid got shipped to another hospital and didn't make it, and my brother-in-law died on the scene. So I didn't know it at the time, thank goodness, otherwise I would have been an emotional wreck trying to, I mean, it's hard enough when you have kids come in, but then after I found out about that, and then I had a couple other instances that right after that, and I'm like, I can't do ED anymore. This is too close to home, and it was kids. So anyway, I'm going to go in with the butterscotch. And I'm like, that's when I decided to do like a tele unit where it was mainly, you know, it's adults. And it's still hard when adults die, but man, it was really hard when really young kids died. So that's what got me out of the ED, and my brother-in-law was like one of the icings on the cake, even though he wasn't there, but just the whole situation. So, and I was much better with the cardiac tele unit, and which is like an ICU step down, but more like, so yeah, in between. Now we're going to use the butter bronzer from Physician Formula, and it's supposed to smell like a coconut. I don't really smell it, but yeah, that was, gosh, that was when I was first starting out as a nurse. That happened. So I was only in the ED. I wasn't in the ED very long. And it was a small community hospital in our small town, so, you know, the odds of something like that happening again. When I was at one hospital and I was doing my rotation for nursing school, I was in the ED, and my uncle comes in with my aunt. I'm like, what are you doing here? And, you know, she was having seizures and stuff, so it's like, wow, this is like, yeah, at least if I'm on the floor, and yeah, it was just so much easier to go to the floor and not the ED after all, you know, all that like coincidental stuff. I mean, my aunt ended up being okay, but and then my brother-in-law was like, no, I'm done. Especially when you're on the nurse side and you gotta take care of people, you gotta have your head fully in the game, you know. That's why they always say, like, doctors can't. I think there's rules in some states, or maybe it's just ethical rule that people do. I don't know, but that's why they say doctors and stuff should not be taking care of family members. It's their doctor. Now we're going to use the Physician Formula Miss Butterfly for blush, which is so true, because even when like my daughter calls, or you know, like when my husband was in the trauma unit and after his accident, like I wasn't thinking straight. So yeah, I could totally see that. No, you don't take care of your loved ones. Okay, now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Multi-Dimensional Face and Body Shimmer. kind of smell that. I don't really think this is a highlight. When I bought it, I'm like, oh, a highlight. But I saw Face and Body Shimmer, and I'm like, a highlight. Yeah, it's... Oh, well. I'm using it as a highlight. Okay, let's go in with this Cherry on Top shade, this purple shade. And put under our eyes. Yeah, when my brother-in-law died, his other brother couldn't get a hold of my husband because it was late at night and he was sleeping. So, of course, I was at the hospital, and I found out later about the accident and who was in it. And so I had to go home and tell my husband and wake him up, and because that was before cell phones. We only have landlines. And so yeah, and I actually got pulled over that night, like a mile from my house, and I'm like, and I was bawling or whatever, and like, so of course he let me go, and he's like, oh, okay. And at first he's like, oh, what accident? And then I told him, because it's a small town, everybody knows everything, and he, oh, okay, just get home. Because I was like, literally, I'm like, that's my house over there. Okay, first I'm going to use this Tasty Coconut. It's supposed to smell like coconut. It's like an oil. Like I said, I don't know if you're supposed to really put it on after your brows, but oh well. Okay, let's finish our eyes, and I am going to go in with, let's do Chilling, but right above. Okay, and then let's go in with Tonic. Put in between. They have a little pop. Pop. Now I'm going to use the Lime Crime. Matte. Lipstick. Now I'm going to let that dry down. While that's drying, let's use the coconut spray from, oh, I have one that's already open, so I grabbed the wrong one. This is from Wet n Wild. I forgot I had 2 of those. While my face is drying, I'm going to go ahead and use my Aussie hairspray. It's supposed to smell like grape. I don't smell this anymore. Now we're going to use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. And this smells like, I can't tell. Make it more smooth and not matte, a little more of a matte drying effect. Now we're going to use my Pumpkin Pecan Waffle Spray. I do smell that. Alright, this is the final look for our Scented Saturday today. Let me know what you think down below. And the riddle of the day is, no legs have I to dance, no lungs have I to breathe, no life have I to live or die, and yet I do all 3. What am I? Comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!